Coming up right now, the creators of an AI death calculator issue an urgent warning about the new scary accurate tool.
Also coming up, exposed Norwegian Cruise Line's big nude boat bound for Miami.
And later, ABC News weatherman Rob Marciano is fired after anger issues. We've got the details on the final tipping point.
Daily Flash starts right now.
Get ready for trending news and entertainment. This is Daily Flash with your hosts, Andrea Jackson and Mitch English. The fun starts right now. This is Daily Flash.
Hi everyone, I'm Andrea Jackson.
And I'm Matt Doodle in for Mitch English, who's finally getting those tax problems taken care of in Argentina. He went down there, made some bad business deals, so, but he'll be back soon.
So actor Jeff Goldblum making some headlines. He's come forward to say he's refusing to leave money to his kids, who are now currently 8 and 6. He says, quote, row your own boat.
Oh, come on. I get that a lot of these parents don't want their kids. I mean, obviously their kids are going to have a step forward as they're growing up anyway, and they're probably, it's like Shaq doing the same thing.
Yes.
But Shaq's kids are Shaq's kids, and they're still going to have money.
Yeah.
You still can get a job as Shaq's kid doing something.
Exactly, yeah. There's certain privileges that come with that.
Oh, for sure.
Nepotism, that name recognition.
I mean, if baby Goldblum wants to be an actor, he's already knows a guy that can get him a job as a PA on his movie.
Right.
So you already got a huge step forward, even if it's the lowest job on the movie than anybody else going out there to try to get a gig. Believe me, I know, it's very hard.
It's very hard. Yeah. My question is always like, okay, so you say you row your own boat, but does that mean that you're not going to give them a penny, or does that mean that you'll only give them $500,000 a year as opposed to like $60,000 a year?
Or are you not going to pay for their college or something? Like, you're going to pay for their college, or they're going to know the dean at UCLA.
Right.
Hey, Jeff Goldblum's kids here, because I went to UCF, and it was a big deal when Michael Jordan's son came to UCF, but everybody's like, it's Michael Jordan's son. Of course, like the games are sold out because when Michael Jordan's son's here, and when Michael Jordan came to see him, everybody watched the games like this because they were looking at him.
Of course.
So that was already a step forward for him because they knew they were going to sell out the games.
Right. There's something to be said for an inherent value to being the sibling or the son or the daughter of somebody famous.
And as someone whose dad left him nothing, let me tell you, I guess I had to row my own boat, but not willingly.
You're rowing your own cruise ship.
I'm still waiting for that guy to show up with some, golden key that opens a storage locker with a golden Corvette or something in it.
You've watched too many Pawn Wars or Pawn Stores or whatever that
Come on, Dad.
show
One more thing.
Are you willing to search for your death date? This is an interesting question. It could soon be a possibility. Creators of Life 2 VEC, the scary accurate death calculator, have a warning for anyone curious about learning their end date. The AI program works by using ChatGPT technology to foretell when someone might kick the bucket based on details from an individual's life, including their income, their profession, their residence, and their health. Experts say this digital prophet of doom is accurate 78% of the time. Researchers confirm the study's participants were not provided with their results. It's not yet available to the public, and the software is currently being closely guarded in Denmark. They did offer a note of caution, though, about potential bootleg websites imitating their creation.
Come on. How do you tell that?
I'm not buying it, man.
I mean, if you talk to most of the people in my life, they think it was yesterday for me, and I'm still here. So, I mean, that's how accurate that thing could be.
Would you really want to know? Would you want to know?
No. I mean, look, I've been in some odd situations where it could have gone sideways pretty quick.
I got you.
I'm like, I'm good not knowing the outcome. I hope everything ends up well. That's how I put myself there.
For a long and healthy, lovely life.
But if you know you're going to die jumping out of a plane or something, and I also they're like, we didn't tell the participants, but we keep it locked in a secret box that no one knows the answers to. Well, how do you know? Do you track that person?
And here's my question. If it's an AI death date calculator, right, and you've got a group of participants, aren't they all probably fairly young? Or,
in their 20s or something, 20s or 30s.
And they don't know. Like, how do you know that you've got a 78% accuracy rate? Don't they have to die in order for you to?
I mean, it'd be better to do a test at like a senior citizens home or something, and be like, hey, 20 of you, let's figure this out.
The odds are probably in your favor.
Got a 5-year swing in there, probably. When you imagine the perfect vacation, do you picture yourself lounging poolside at a nice resort with a frozen cocktail in hand, perhaps exploring a new city? How about frolicking on a cruise ship nude in the company of 2,000 butt-naked passengers. In February 2025, the big nude boat will set sail from Miami. I think that's where Mitch is. Taking bare-bummed voyages on an 11-day cruise across the Caribbean. The cruise is a partnership between nude cruise company Bare Necessities, see what they did there, and a Norwegian Cruise Line. They're making it clear that the cruise is just like any other multi-day seafaring escape, except, of course, that the majority of the passengers will be au naturel, as one would predict. There are rules aboard. For instance, passengers are not allowed to walk around nude when the ship is docked in port and are required to wear clothing for all meals in the ship's dining room.
Thank God.
However, they are free to be naked when the ship is at sea or leaving port. Pricing for the cruise ranges from $2,000 for interior rooms to more than $30,000 for the most upscale accommodations on the ship, a 3-bedroom garden villa. Bare Necessities says it's working to break down the barriers when it comes to social nudity. They want to make clothing optional vacations acceptable for all.
Okay. You're about to go on a cruise.
Yes.
It's your honeymoon.
Yes.
Let me ask you this.
I mean, I'm gonna be naked, but that's in my room.
Well, yeah, but would you participate in a naked cruise?
No, I've been on 2 cruises in the last 2 years, and I don't want to see any of those people naked. Like, look, every time they talk about these nude beaches and everything, and they show the blurred out clips on the news, you're like, no, keep the blur. I'm good. I don't need to see that.
Right, because they always say it's always the people you really don't want to see naked who are happy to be naked.
It's not like, Playboy sponsoring this or something. That'd be different. Or like, but not one of these where it's, 300-pound, 70-year-old walking around. Like, I don't want to see them at the buffet like that. At least they're going to make them put something on to eat.
Now, they say that they're going to make them wear clothes to the dining room for dinner.
Yeah.
But something tells me that somebody will say, well, it's a clothing optional cruise.
Or they'll just wear a Speedo.
Yeah.
Or a thong and be like, that covers it. I'm good.
That's true. That's true. Veteran ABC News weatherman Rob Marciano was fired a year after getting pulled off the air for anger management issues. Marciano, who appeared on Good Morning America and World News Tonight for a decade, made news last year amid complaints about his behavior. He was temporarily banned from the Times Square studios of GMA after he allegedly made a colleague feel uncomfortable. It is unclear what exactly transpired between Marciano and his colleague last year, but another source said he had been dealing with some anger management issues while going through a divorce from his wife. ABC News has declined to comment on the 55-year-old's ouster. Others who worked with Marciano, though, said he was a pro to work with and never experienced any bad behavior.
And the weatherman, and we can ask Mitch about this, but usually they got kind of a fluff gig. It's not the most stressful thing going on in the newsroom at the time, unless it's in the middle of like a tornado or a hurricane season. I mean, you've worked in more of a pro station than I have.
Yeah, but I'm kind of calling BS on this. It just sounds so fishy. It's just like, wait a second, anger management issues, and it just doesn't, nothing adds up.
And a lot of you probably have never worked in TV. It's a high stress job, no matter the position. I've thrown tapes at producers before.
Well, let's just say Rob Marciano, he's 55. He's been in the business a long time. He used to host Entertainment Tonight. He's been doing weather for the network for years. I'm guessing maybe there was a new producer that might not have been as experienced, and he probably got a little bit frustrated, which you can understand. And this day and age, you've got new people who are coming into the workplace that are a lot more sensitive or triggered, as they like to say.
The days the way it used to be, the people coming into the business now, there's no way they would survive. No way at all.
True.
Well, Andy Cohen, the host of Watch What Happens Now, hinted at a certain royal for the Bravo Housewives series. During a recent panel discussion, Cohen did not mince words when asked who he'd love to see on the all-new Real Housewives spinoff. If we can get Meghan Markle, he declared, that would be interesting. The 40-year-old Markle and her hubby, Prince Harry, have lived in a 9-bedroom, $14 million mansion in Montecito, California since 2020 after being kicked out of the royal family. Cohen is clearly a fan of the Duchess of Sussex. The former actress has allegedly been eyeing a return to Hollywood in recent months, but it would be no surprise if she actually took Cohen up on his offer with a Real Housewives of Montecito spinoff. In the United States, there are already 11 housewife franchises, including New York, Atlanta, New Jersey, Beverly Hills, Orange County, Potomac, Miami, and Salt Lake City. And she'll do it. She'll take the check.
Oh, 100%. Yeah. The whole lifestyle line that she's trying to promote, I don't think is going anywhere.
Nothing has really been, the only thing I think that's been successful for them is his book. Because they
Yes.
they even had a deal. I think it was with Sirius or Audacity, one of the podcast companies.
Serious, I think.
And they did like 2 episodes, and they were like, "Give us our money back. You're not even doing a podcast like we asked you to do."
It completely bombed.
Yeah.
I think the fascination after the book came out has really died down.
Yeah, we're good now. We're bored with it.
And the problem is they burned all the bridges, so there's no going back at this point.
And in Europe, being over there last year, it would come up in discussions where they were more mad at her for taking one of their national treasures and bringing them and Americanizing them. They're blaming us. I'm like, I got nothing to do with it. I didn't even know who she was.
Nobody knew who she was.
I didn't watch Suits.
This is some C-list actress on a cable TV show. Hey, we're back in just a moment. Stay with us.
Welcome back. Time for us to jump into the parenthood. As our lives become increasingly digital, parents are struggling with the challenge of managing screen time for their children. Joining us now is parenting expert Catherine Sellery. She's got some great advice, as she always does, on how to actually strike a balance between embracing technology and maintaining those conscious parents' principles. Catherine, we love having you on your show. Welcome back. I want to get through these points that you have, because this is a major, major problem. You have 4 major points you want to discuss. I want to jump right into it. Mindful tech integration. All right, does that mean I need to know where my kid's stuff is at?
Well, let's see. So you've got to consider when your child comes to you asking for, whether it's the phone, the computer, the entertainment system, what's going on inside of them. So say your child approaches you asking for their first phone, and before you shoot them down, you have a conversation about why they want the phone. So for a child, a cell phone can be a lot of vital socialization outside of school. Children without them can feel left out. So cell phones not only can be a security blanket for overly anxious kids, allowing them to reach out with their family if they need support or guidance, it's also part of being a part of the group.
Okay.
So this conversation is an excellent time to practice identifying the difference between I just want it versus what's the need. What is the need that they're trying to meet by using the phone that you can get clear?
Meaning like, oh, my friends have one, I want to talk to them. Well, is that, well, you can still go over to their house and play. I mean, is there that kind of justification?
It's the solution to meeting that need.
Okay.
Exactly.
Yeah,
so there are lots of ways to meet the need for connection. This is one of them.
All right, it makes a lot of sense. Second point you're saying is tracking harmful behavior, either getting done to them or maybe what they're doing. What do you mean by that?
Yeah, both of those. Exactly. We know it's a whole wild world out there, and lots of phones have built within them downloadable apps that you can track their usage, their activity. And depending on the age of your child, some even offer the ability to limit certain functions, sites, communication. So these features paired with open communication about why maybe they're spending too much time on their device and why that can be harmful to them. These are all tools that parents can use to check in periodically on the child's behavior, online, otherwise. And it serves as a great segue to explaining responsibilities for using technology, the dangers it can have. But of course, as you know, we got to be careful about the power over thing and activating the proverbial 3 R's: retaliation, rebellion, and resistance.
Which we've talked about before here on the show. So yeah. You say that healthy boundaries, you got to set those. And are we talking time or what they say or do, or all of that as well?
All of it, exactly. Yeah. So it can be difficult to set those boundaries that are enforceable with your child, and you're always going to want to do it together. So it starts by considering your children's needs, the feelings. That's our first step. Then you engage them in decision-making together on limits around screen time, co-creating tech-free zones in your house, scheduling family screen time or screen-free time, and modeling all the healthy tech habits that you want them to take. I mean, obviously, we need to be mindful of our own tech habits, right? Because we're the model for them. So maybe one idea is that if you have a few kids, one of them each night could be the arbiter of technology at the dinner table.
Okay.
And this child, I mean, it's actually a great idea. This child can then decide if someone else's technology use is adding to the group, taking away from the group. It engages everybody in critical thinking and conversation about this huge issue, but it allows them to share with everybody at the table, the whole family, focusing on technology, being closed off because of technology. So all of this is such a great mindful way to have a relationship with your kids around screens, promoting a stronger bond, shared activities, open communication, everything.
And you know, what I love about what you had just said is the fact that, okay, so if one person's the moderator or whatever, when it's the next day, they're going to respect that same decision because they're the ones like, all right, I know what it's like to be in that position to turn it down. And I love that idea. And it gives them that power and understanding all at the same time. I love that. Great. Totally. Always great advice. Totally. Finally, you say digital citizenship, something I never had to worry about when I was a kid. What's digital citizenship?
I know, me either. You're introducing this idea that, because of this device, you really are a digital citizen. And they understand if you give them some support around this and guidance about that, this whole idea. So you can propose to them that their device is a passport to the digital world.
Okay.
And that it's a privilege that comes with rights, but also consequences if the laws of the nation are not respected. So, for example, their citizenship could be revoked. And this can be a great analogy to explain the impact of their digital footprint, help them engaging with technology in mindful, informed ways. While they're responsible for their own actions online, the same way they are in real life, it's important to reassure them that if they ever feel at risk, you're here to support them and keep them safe no matter what, which is why not using rewards and punishments is so important, because we don't want to jeopardize that trusting communication openness. We want to deal with the problems, but not in ways that are going to activate retaliation, rebellion, and resistance.
And I love you saying, in this citizenship, we have a social contract, if you will, of how we're supposed to act, around real people. Somehow that gets thrown out the door when it comes to digital, and they think they can say and do whatever. That would encompass that, and I picked that up from what you had said, is just the fact that, okay, if you would act this way in real life, would you do it online? And a lot of times they don't match at all. So I can totally understand.
It's really becoming a huge thing. There's a sense of an invisibility cloak, like because it's digital, you can't see me, therefore my behavior may change. Yeah. When in reality, the person on the receiving end, whether you're invisible or not invisible, is having the impact of your words and actions.
Yeah. I agree with you on that, and I think it's a different screen time. Like, you almost kind of wish we didn't have the cell phone, because the TV, at least you knew they were in the front room watching it. You can monitor it better. But now, like you said, with your iPads and everything, they can be anywhere and doing that.
They could be anywhere with anyone. Goodness, it's a huge world. We have to be really thinking about a lot, parents.
All right. Catherine, thank you so much. You're my doctor.
You're so welcome.
Freeparentingbook.com, Conscious Parenting Revolution is what it's all about. And this is so important. Thank you so much for actually discussing this. And of course, you at home can join us on our website. If you want to watch this interview all over again, go to dailyflashshow.com.
Welcome back to Daily Flash. I'm Andrea Jackson. A recent survey found that more moms want technology for Mother's Day, and since Mom's Day is all about her, we need to chat with a guy that knows all about the tech. That, of course, is our very own cool tech, gadgets, and more guy, Dr. Frank Figiano. Hey there, Dr. Frank.
Hey, Andrea. Good morning. How are you?
Great. Good to see you. No doubt today's mom has a lot on her plate, and you've got some great ideas to make life easier. Tell me about this first option.
Yes, absolutely. These are all unique products here. This is the LG Styler. It's a steam closet with true steam technology. It's the ultimate way to care for your threads. It's chemical-free, Andrea, and deodorizes, freshens, and dries. So you can place the Styler in an entryway, mudroom, walk-in closet, or anywhere it's convenient to use every day. The steam circulates and hangers vibrate to remove odors. You can care for hard-to-wash items as well, like jackets, backpacks, stuffed toys, or pillows. It's certified asthma and allergy friendly in removing airborne allergens like pollen, pet dander, and dust, which is perfect for homes with pets. Simply plug it into a standard outlet, Andrea. No need for an electrician or a plumber. It's hands-free with Alexa or Google Assistant or the LG ThinQ app, and an aroma filter allows you to add a pleasant scent like a dryer sheet or your favorite cologne. And ultimately, at the end of the day, you can use it to warm mom's bath towels or her pajamas. And for more information, go to lg.com.
I love this. What about movie night, Dr. Frank? How is movie night at home getting better?
Movie night's getting home better because LG just introduced the Cinebeam Q 4K smart laser projector. It's a grab and go cinematic experience you can have anywhere. Simply place and play. It automatically adjusts the screen, Andrea, for alignment and focus. It has an impeccable color, sharp contrast, and brilliant 4K resolution up to 120-inch screen. A mere 5.5 inches long, 5 inches high, amazing, 3 inches wide, and only 3 pounds. The handle swings up to carry it or down as an angled base for viewing. You can stream the latest right from the projector with WebOS, supporting platforms like Prime Video, Disney Plus, YouTube, and Apple TV. Its size and simplicity and the picture quality make it perfect for a movie night with mom and the entire family, Andrea. And this thing is just amazing. So take a look at this. I actually have one in front of me, and I wanted you to see. Isn't that amazing?
I love the design of that, Dr. Frank.
Yeah. Isn't that amazing? Yeah, it's really cool, very light, and you can put it anywhere.
Terrific idea. What about something for the mom who wants her garden to grow but just doesn't have the real estate to do it?
Very good question, actually. And this is a hydroponic indoor garden system, and it's by a company called Garden, spelled Gardyn. It's an award-winning technology for indoor gardening. No green thumb here, Andrea. It uses cameras and sensors 24/7 to automatically adjust water and LED lights. The smart technology allows you to grow 30 plants, amazing, in only 2 square feet. Can you imagine that?
No kidding.
So you can choose from more than 100 non-GMO varieties of flowers, fruiting plants, greens, and herbs. And the multiple sensors are controlled and monitored. They track temperature, humidity, water, and growth rates of every plant. The Garden app keeps you connected on the growth progress and offers suggestions. And it supports a healthy lifestyle, Andrea, which I love about it. It's organic, preservative-free. It's a garden that blooms 24/7, 365. And of course, celebrating mom is good for every season.
Absolutely. It gives sort of a new meaning to the living wall trend that we're seeing right now.
Right.
Finally,
And
Dr.
more information, by the way, more information is available at mygarden.com.
mygarden.com. Okay, finally, the air mom breathes can be better. How so?
Absolutely. This is very important. The EPA basically says that inside air can be up to 5 times more polluted than outside air. So Sharp has a triple filtration system. It's a washable microscreen pre-filter that traps the dust. A carbon filter helps reduce household odors. A true HEPA filter, and HEPA stands for high efficiency particulate air, very important because it captures 99.97% of small particles. The plasma cluster ion technology then disperses ions for active cleaning. Proven effective in reducing certain germs, bacteria, viruses, mold, and fungus, Andrea. Long life filters can last up to 2 years. Some models are compatible with Alexa and Google Assistant and can monitor home air quality remotely with a Sharp Air mobile app. It's Energy Star rated by AHAM, verified and tested, and CARB certified, which is a California Air Resource Board. For more information and savings, visit shop.sharpusa.com.
Dr. Frank, thank you. Some terrific ideas. I think I'd love each one of those things. To find out about the latest must-have tech gadgets, head to whatsnewdoc.com. And to find out more on today's interview with Dr. Frank, just head to our website, dailyflashshow.com. Matt?
I love Dr. Frank. Mitch and I get the chance to hang out with him every year at Vegas and CES and go to dinner with him.
He's awesome.
Just a great guy. We'll have all that on our website. And at our website, you can check out a lot of the behind-the-scenes stuff, bios on all of us, see some of the crazy stuff that goes on behind the scenes, or check out our YouTube page where we got a couple web-exclusive segments for you to check out on there as well. You just got to go to dailyflashshow.com, catch all the older episodes, segments, all the cool tech stuff we have on the show, on all of your social medias, Instagrams, all that stuff. Daily Flash Show.
This is Daily Flash with your hosts, Andrea Jackson and Mitch English. Trending news and entertainment. This is Daily Flash.
Hi, everyone. I'm Andrea Jackson.
And I'm Matt Doolittle in for Mitch English, who's finally at that gerbil farm he's been meaning to go to. Finally, he's fulfilling his wish. So Mitch, I hope you're enjoying that gerbil farm.
That's been a 2-decade-long goal of his.
Oh, man, he's going to get in some trouble there. But somebody who looked like got in trouble was the Tom Brady roast was last week. It was a big deal. It was hugely successful as far as the first numbers and the streaming numbers came back. And it was a test for Netflix for their first kind of live event.
Yeah.
But the incident happened on there where Jeff Ross, the roast master general, who came out in a hilarious O.J. Simpson outfit.
That was good.
I
Yes.
love O.J. jokes. But he came out and he said something about Robert Kraft, alluding to the massage therapy.
Yeah.
Brady gets up and goes, "Hey, don't say that." Like again, and everybody's like thinking it was a Will Smith incident or something like that. I mean, you saw. What did you think?
Oh, well, we were talking about this a little bit. I was so surprised at some of the headlines because if you watched it live as it happened, they made it sound like Brady outraged at host for making fun of Robert Kraft, and it was nothing of the sort. He walked up and kind of jokingly said, "Hey, you shouldn't make those kind of comments."
Yeah.
And it was funny. It was tongue in cheek. It wasn't he wasn't outraged. He wasn't upset. It was just a very funny moment. Like, oh, dude, maybe you shouldn't make that comment.
And they went for the jugular on this, and we were saying how long it was, but they edited them. They used to edit them for Comedy Central, and then eventually they would air an uncensored one at like midnight or something a couple weeks after it aired. And this was the first time Netflix had done a live thing. So I was listening to Nikki Glaser talk on Howard Stern yesterday, and she was even saying she's like, we were all kind of like, uh-oh, what are we going to get in trouble for this? Because they used to be able to go back and edit out some stuff, or if I know. When they did the roast for Alec Baldwin, he went in and edited a lot of stuff out of that one.
Really?
Yeah, he got really upset at a few things when they were going after his daughter and stuff because remember the old piggy thing. But they said with this one, Tom was like, nope, let it go, let's roll, make it live, let's just go. The only like you were saying, the only thing that was off limit were his kids.
The kids, yeah.
But they went after the ex-wife, and he was even cheersing to being done with Giselle. I think he was happy to get out of that marriage. I think he was looking for an out, and he's like, it's like Jeff Ross said, he's like, go play football again or stay married to me. And he's like, let's go. 8 and 9. I don't care. I'm going to go back and play football.
Yeah, and it seems like a lot of the Patriots players that were there, Gronkowski and Edelman and Drew Bledsoe, there was a lot of roasting of everybody and Bill Belichick and Robert Kraft, but it seemed like everybody was having a good time. And the roasts get really raunchy. So, I mean, but that's what you expect when you see it.
I want the old school days, though, where they were up there smoking and everybody was drunk.
Dean Martin.
Dean Martin or Don Rickles gets up there and just makes every racist joke in the world. Those are the good old days I hope we get back to.
And Kevin Hart was terrific as the host. I thought he did a great job.
Kevin Hart was great. And as the night went on, Kevin Hart got drunker.
Yeah.
So it got even better.
They all did, I think.
Yeah. A drunk Kevin Hart is great. Well, are you willing to search for your death date? It could soon be a possibility. The creators of Life to VEC, the scary accurate death calculator, have a warning for anyone curious about learning their end date. The AI program works by using ChatGPT technology to foretell when someone might kick the bucket based on details from an individual's life, including income, profession, residence, and health. Experts say the digital prophet of doom is accurate 78% of the time. Researchers confirm the study's participants were not provided with their results. It's not yet available to the public, and the software is currently being closely guarded in Denmark. They did offer a note of caution about potential bootleg websites imitating their creation. If you're going on a website, you'd be like, when am I going to die?
Yeah, and my question is how do you know you're 78% accurate? Did you start doing this 20 years ago?
I think they had I mean, the technology for AI is obviously accelerated vastly over the past almost 6 months.
Yeah.
But it's been in a lot of businesses and stuff. So they've been using it for a while, but they had to have a small test, 20 people and follow them for 5 years and see which one dies by the 4th.
I guess the question is, would you want to know? I would.
No.
I don't want to know.
It's like Back to the Future when Marty gives Doc the letter. He's like, you can't do that. And that's, I think of everything in Back to the Future terms. But I wouldn't want to know. I mean, I do a lot of dumb stuff that I probably should have kicked the bucket for.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I'm good.
Because then I think you would second guess yourself at every decision you make. Like, oh, is this going to mean this? Will this take me down this avenue? Will this? Yeah.
I've been skydiving. I was in a 70-year-old plane the other day flying around.
Yeah.
I've been in race cars. I've done a lot of stuff where it's, you're probably going to die.
Yeah. Let us know what you think. Head to our website, dailyflashshow.com. Once you're there, let us know what you think. Welcome back to Daily Flash. Mother's Day is on May 12th, and what better way to show mom how much you appreciate her than with a life-changing gadget? Tech Life expert Jennifer Jolly has some of her top picks for moms. Thanks for joining us, Jennifer.
to see you. Thank you so much for having me. And let me just dive right in with a pro tip here. You know, inflation has been no joke this year. And while we want to really spoil the mother figures in our lives, we do not want to break the bank. So here's something I just found out. If all you do is start with the PayPal app, you get all these cashback offers right at your fingertips from places that you're shopping anyway, like Best Buy, Ticketmaster, Walmart, and more. You just click to save the offer you like on your mobile device. Then it automatically applies it when you use PayPal at checkout. You can also earn additional rewards on eligible purchases with PayPal's own MasterCard. You can get an additional 3% cash back, layering on even more sweet deals. Now, here's another really important gadget. You don't want to let any treasured memories get lost, and you won't if you have the Kodak Slide and Scan digital film scanner. This brings cherished memories back to life with a simple press of a button, letting you quickly and easily view, edit, and convert all those old black and white negatives and 50mm slides to digital files. You can really watch history come to life on the 5-inch LCD screen right on the device. This is a profound bridge to the past, an incredible peace of mind for the future. Do you remember these slides? I have piles of these. This one, I popped it in here. It's my parents' wedding. I love that. Okay, here's another one that I love, and you will too. This is Sprig. This is Kohler's wellness brand. This lets moms transform daily routines into self-care rituals with this infusion device that connects to her shower head and adds aromatherapy pods and other skincare ingredients, like the same kind of skin pampering goodness that you find at luxury spas. This adds it all to her own daily shower routine. It's amazing. You can add on to that whole peaceful pampering vibe with their entire line of natural candles, bath bombs, body and linen mists too. And if you use code JOLLY15, you will get 15% off all of that. You know, moms always tell me, and I'm a mom myself, and I know I always want something heartfelt and homemade. I always want to give something heartfelt and homemade, but I'm a horrible DIYer. So there's been no better way to create or gift the perfect present than with the Cricut Joy Extra. This one gadget really can do it all. It cuts more than 50 different materials like vinyl and cardstock and iron-on. It can write, foil, and draw, creating personalized, professional-looking full color stickers, labels, cards, tags, t-shirts, signs. I mean, basically anything you can imagine it can make, which makes it the absolute perfect way to honor all moms out there. Bonus moms, dog moms, plant moms. This year it is time to celebrate all women among us who mother. You know what else it's time to do? It's time to give moms everywhere a robot helper, like this iRobot Roomba Combo J9 Plus robot vacuum and mop. This automatically tackles messes with powerful vacuuming and deep scrub mopping. The mop lifts up when it's on a carpet, and then on hard floors, it vacuums and mops at the same time, detecting and steering clear of cords, shoes, pet waste, floor hazards of all shapes and sizes. It even drives itself back to its home base. It empties the dirt, refills the liquid, and charges back up without her having to lift a single finger. I mean, seriously, one less chore. That is a huge score. You can find more details on everything I talked about here, plus all the best gadgets of the year at techish, techish.com. Back to you, and happy Mother's Day.
Great stuff there. And you know, we've got some great stuff on our website, dailyflashshow.com. You can see a lot of behind the scenes stuff. And if you go to our YouTube page or any of our socials, just search Daily Flash Show, comment on it. We've got reaction videos, some extra stuff from behind the scenes. Mitch and I are always out at some weird location.
Yeah, do us a solid, just hit like and subscribe.
Yeah, like, subscribe, leave a comment, all that fun stuff.
You have us in your pocket, 24/7.
Little Mitchie in your pocket.
If you're ready to buy your dream home, here are some great ways to get started.
Thinking of buying a home in 2024? Preparation is key. Take time to educate yourself on the home buying process.
The first step in home buying is fully understanding your finances. It's important to determine how much you can afford. Planning will teach you that placing 20% down is not a requirement, and you can save thousands of dollars by shopping around for lenders. Freddie Mac has the information, tools, and resources to help you at every stage of the home buying journey.
Learn more at myhome.freddiemac.com.
May 6th is Melanoma Awareness Day. Here's more from an expert on sunscreen myths and sharing tips for sun protection.
Thank you for having me. Melanoma is a type of skin cancer that's primarily caused by sun exposure, and so everyone is at risk. It's so common that nearly 5 million Americans are treated every year. In fact, more people are diagnosed with skin cancer each year in the US than all other cancers combined. The good news, though, is that it's preventable, and I've partnered with Neutrogena to spread the word. For years, Neutrogena has been committed to supporting sun safety and providing sunscreen solutions for all as a preventative measure for skin cancer. And in honor of Melanoma Awareness Month this May, Neutrogena is proud to share it has donated over $1 million to the Melanoma Research Foundation over their 7-year relationship. And what I love about the brand is that they make it super easy to choose the sunscreen that works best for specific needs so that you actually use it every day. So what are some common myths and misconceptions around sunscreen? Well, the first is thinking that because there's SPF in your makeup, you don't need to wear sunscreen. Unfortunately, the SPF in makeup is not enough to limit the harmful effects of UV rays. If you're looking for an SPF that works well under makeup, you can try the Neutrogena Ultra Sheer Face Serum SPF 60. It's a weightless serum that protects, hydrates, and primes the skin for makeup in one step. The second myth is thinking that if you have dark skin, you don't need sunscreen. Well, everyone is at risk for melanoma, so regardless of your skin color, you need to wear sunscreen. A great option is Neutrogena's Invisible Daily Defense Face Serum, SPF 60, and this sunscreen helps fight against environmental aggressors like the ozone and pollution while hydrating the skin. If you want to learn more information, you can check out Neutrogena.com for some helpful tips, and you can get any of these products everywhere at retailers nationwide or on Amazon.com.
Increased wildfire activity threatens communities across the U.S. this time of year. However, the risk can be reduced when residents take time to prepare. Michelle Steinberg of the National Fire Protection Association joins us with more. Hi, Michelle. So tell us, how big is the wildfire problem in our country this year?
Wildfires are really affecting communities all over the United States. And what we're seeing are frequent fires that grow large, spread quickly, and are happening at times of year and in places where we don't necessarily expect them to happen. So it really makes a difference for people to prepare ahead of time.
And what can people do to help protect their homes?
Well, there's many things that people can do to help protect homes, and it's all about the things we can control on the landscape, which is primarily that fuel for the fire. So if you think about our homes and our landscapes as fuel, things that we can reinforce or remove, so making sure our homes are in good condition, getting rid of any debris right around the home, so maybe plants that didn't make it from your last season, down leaves, branches, needles, things like that. Basically not having anything that can touch the home that could burn, and making sure that if embers are blowing in from a wildfire, that they don't have anywhere to land that could ignite.
Where can we go for more information?
We'd love for viewers to visit nfpa.org/wildfire for lots more tips and tools to take action at their own property and with their neighbors.
And now some great advice on testing to stay up to date with your health.
Cases of sexually transmitted infections continue to rise, yet many are undiagnosed, and if left untreated, can have serious health consequences.
Regular screenings for these infections must be a priority. The CDC suggests an opt-out screening approach for chlamydia and gonorrhea. It's when a patient 15 to 24 years old is tested automatically unless they decline. The hope is to reduce the testing stigma and increase detection.
Talk to your doctor about regular screening and learn more at hologic.com/wellwoman.
With Mother's Day just a few days away, it's time to celebrate the special women in our lives with gifts that blend comfort and style. Here's lifestyle expert Carmen Ordonez. Hi, Carmen.
When you're trying to find that perfect gift for Mother's Day, it's important to find something that really matches not only her personal style, but her daily routine. For example, Shein offers some amazing options at affordable prices. And one of the things that I love the most about Shein is their incredible variety. I mean, they're known for having the latest, most fashionable trends, from everyday essentials to standout pieces that are perfect for Mother's Day. And it's not just the diversity of their collection, their prices are also fantastic. magic. I mean, you'll be able to find something that not only feels personalized, but also special without breaking the bank. Plus, their app makes it so easy to shop. It's no wonder it's one of the most downloaded fashion apps. For example, here we have this 3-piece loungewear set that would make a really great gift for mom. Or how about this seamless yoga set, something that can easily transition from her workout to her daily routines. And for more information, you can head on over to Shein.com or download the Shein app.
So we talk about bridezillas here on the show.
Bridezillas are the worst.
Every once in a while, there's a story that's been trending online about this gal that went to a wedding and she was dating a family member's guy, a brother of the groom, or brother of the bride, let's say. Okay. So they show up to the wedding. She hasn't met any of the family, right? This is kind of her first time meeting everyone involved. So she goes up to someone at the wedding who's wearing a white dress, and she just said, "Hey, I just want to congratulate you on getting married. This is great." Well, the real bride was standing just within earshot. She heard her identify the wrong woman as the bride and had a complete meltdown. She ended up bursting into tears and crying over this woman identifying the wrong bride.
Get over it.
Ceremony. Yeah.
Too much stress at a wedding, if you ask me.
Now entering its second season, Daily Flash Latino. Designed for the American Latino audience, Daily Flash Latino hosts Jessica Reyes and Fabian Marcano deliver their fresh perspective on the latest entertainment news, celebrity gossip, fashion, health, and more in both English and Spanish, aka Spanglish. Daily Flash Latino builds, connects, and celebrates the diverse Hispanic audience.
Pick up your chin, por favor, mi amor. Fabian, por favor.
I'm enjoying this just as much as our viewers are enjoying this right now.
Daily Flash Latino, trending news and entertainment with a splash of Spanglish.
It is time to talk the hottest do-it-yourself nail and lash trends with two of the most sought-after pros. Here's more.
So thanks for having us, guys. Yeah. And so what people are loving right now are beauty options that make them feel something. Everyone wants to feel anchored in themselves. So of course, no matter what, no look is complete without a full set of lashes. And you can get them too, quick, easy, no glue, effortless beauty, all by yourself at home. They're Impress press-on falsies, totally DIY, and they just give you high quality, no glue, DIY lashes for effortless and immediately style transformation. They're also revolutionizing the beauty industry with their innovative press-on and go technology. Just fast, salon-worthy beauty for everyone. Just a quick and easy application that lasts for 24 hours with no mess, and they're mistake-proof also. They're easy to remove too, and they don't leave sticky residue, so they won't harm your natural lashes, which is major. And unlike lash strips, these are clusters of falsies that you place underneath your natural lashes, not on top. So these are my go-to for my clients. What you want to do is take a cluster from the tray and place the cluster underneath your natural lashes using either the applicator or your fingers, and just squeeze the clusters and natural lashes together. And they're $8.99 to $19.99. You can find the Impress press-on falsies at impressbeauty.com, Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, Ulta, and Target.
Press-on nails for hands and feet are the perfect summer fashion accessory, and the way to get a perfect mani-pedi, fast, easy, and all by yourself at home. Impress, like the lashes, require no glue. It's literally the easiest mani-pedi ever. Impress comes with pre-applied, patented super hold adhesive that lasts for up to 7 days, so they're safe. There's no damage to your natural nails, no chipping, and of course, best of all, no dry time. And the matching mani-pedi sets are just $7.99 to $9.49 at impressbeauty.com, Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, Target, and Ulta.
That sounds amazing.
Yeah, so fun.
Some good stuff there, and we've got some good stuff on our website, dailyflashshow.com. You can go on there, and we got, if you check out our YouTube page, also just search Daily Flash. We started doing movie reviews and theme park reviews and everything. I just did a big reaction to the trailer they put out for Super Nintendo World opening up here in Orlando at Universal Orlando. They just gave us, at their Epic Universe, their new park.
When is that supposed to open?
Next summer. and they show that we're getting a Donkey Kong Land. I am stoked for Donkey Kong Land.
Exciting. Oh, that's terrific. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you tomorrow.
Peace and love.